Peace, love and light. This is David here again from Tarot with David for a reading for the collective. Now, before we get into it, please like, do, share and subscribe if it resonates, and do not force the reading to resonate if it doesn't. If it's for you, then it will be for you. No, it's not time specific. So whether you see it today, tomorrow, next month, next year, whenever you see it is when you're supposed to see it. But let's jump straight in. So we have the King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Now for some of you, this represents someone who has an eye on you, or is trying to do some digging about you to figure out about what you like, your personality, your lifestyle. It could be someone who's just generally keeping an eye on you for romantic reasons, with the Knight of Cups at the base. Maybe they want to sweep you off your feet, but they don't know exactly how to approach you, so they're trying to figure out pieces and information about you that they can use to help them in the way they approach you. Show me the challenge. So I wonder, for some of you, you may be the King of Swords, doing a lot of contemplation right now. Gain some insight or some information, and you are figuring out what the right move to make is. From a logical standpoint, of course. The majority, though, I think someone has their eye on you. Okay, challenge. The Hierophant. So, maybe there's a difference in your values, your beliefs, lifestyle, cultures, in your ethical standpoints, morals. And this is why there is a desire to investigate before approaching. So maybe there's some, not what I would call red flags, but definitely some key points of information that you figured out, or this person has figured out about you, which causes them to feel that you might not receive them instantly because of this difference in your perspectives or cultures or beliefs. But whoever it is that's doing the digging, gaining the information, you're not completely wrong. It's not to say that this couldn't be worked through, that it couldn't be a meet in the middle, but this definitely would be an issue, being able to move forward if you didn't get into alignment where it relates to these differences. So I do see that with the King of Cups at the base, there is a lot of maturity that's being applied to the situation though. So no one's being rash. This person isn't being impulsive or willy-nilly. This isn't just anxiety. This is something that is important, that needs to be taken note of, these differences. Now, I am seeing that there is going to be some shifts, that things are divinely going to be orchestrated in a way that allows for you to take action, because I do see that there is a spark here, and love is going to bloom here. But you couldn't just speed into this, because these differences need to be addressed. Show me. What's love to this? As much as you liked each other, you couldn't just go into this and believe there's going to be any success without addressing these important differences. But now, very possibly, you'll find that there's reciprocity here, that there will be a give and take, that you will be able to meet in the middle, because they'll be able to, or willing to, form a mutually beneficial situation. Six of Pentacles represents that balance, that reciprocity, give and take. So able to, which I personally teach, of make agreements about what's required, your prerequisites in a relationship, as opposed to compromise, so that you don't have to trade away something that you know is important to you. Create an agreement which allows for you both to be happy and satisfied, so there is no need to feel later on down in the line that you are without something that is key to your own happiness. So there's no reason for the relationship to end, if you get what I'm saying. Form an agreement honestly, which you both can be mutually satisfied. At the base we have the Three of Swords. So maybe you two know each other already, or maybe there's just some third party surrounding the situation. But I feel like maybe you two already know each other, so you know the differences. But there's going to be a desire to work past any emotional turmoil that might still be there. So there could have been some hearts broken in the past, whether yours was broken, maybe you broke theirs, and this is why there's differences in the way you see things, because there was differences in behavior related to relationship in the past. And of course, this came from your perspectives of relationships and roles and standards and ethics. But hearts were broken in the past. I'm seeing that there very possibly is going to be balance brought back to the situation. A win-win, you could say, for everybody. Show me. What can you do? What can a viewer do? So what you can do is allow for the change to take place. Allow for the situation to be transformed. This is allowing your own ego to die so that you can be reborn. So any perception you have of this person or the situation, this is allowing for change to take place. Drop that. It was in the past, let it be in the past. Not to say not to learn from it. Of course, learn from it, but don't hold on to it. Take what works and what's benefited you into the future. What you have change coming here. Wheel of Fortune at the base. Divinely orchestrated change. This is the wheel of spirit, the wheel of the Most High. This is change that the universe is forcing into the situation because it's time. And what you can do is allow change to take place. So don't restrict it, don't block it. However this is meant to flow, whether it's meant to flow in a way which sees you and this person reunite, allow it to happen without forcing it or restricting. If you're meant to move apart, same way. Don't hold on to it, let it go. But make peace with the Six of Pentacles, as it's saying. Show me. Energy in the past. Bring balance with that Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. So in the past, we had the King of Cups. So maybe this was you. Maybe you were very mature about the situation. Maybe you saw the bigger picture already in the past when it relates to this relationship and saw that you two were not on the same page. Not to say better than, worse than, etc. That you two just didn't see eye to eye where it related to a commitment and a relationship. And you chose, with the Three of Wands, to put this behind you. And I see this is probably you, that is the King of Swords. But we always have the perspective, the possibility that this other individual could be this King of Swords. They're watching you, they know the differences. Maybe they see now what you saw then. Show me the information. What's coming in the future? Future influences for the situation. Two of Wands. Interesting. Very interesting. So you're going to have the whole world in your hands. Your world here in your hands, evaluating about what choice to make. You will be at a crossroads. And you're going to be seeking clarity and a higher vantage point in the situation. But you will be looking at it with very wide open eyes. I'm seeing that for many of you, you want an emotional commitment that truly fulfills you. You are looking for growth and for elevation. And you're not in any way scared to protect yourself from those who may be desiring to move towards you but are not on the same page as you. You're not just willing to accept less. You want all your cups filled and you're willing to protect the happiness you have within. So you have no problem moving forward without this person, is what I see. But you're at that crossroads where they're going to approach and you'll have a choice. But you're not going to choose to accept them in just because. Definitely not because, let's say, you may feel lonely. You might be ready for companionship. But you're not in a position or a mindset where it's going to be like, oh, I may not have somebody in my life right now, but this person wants to be in, even though I know they're not a good fit for me, so I'll just take them back. That's not where you're at. Self-love is where you're at. Show me your opinion of the situation. Six of Swords. Okay. So you've been indecisive. Two of Swords at the base. Six of Swords, you're ready to leave the situation. So you have no problem with completely departing in mind, spirit, and energy from this individual. You want peace. And in particular, peace of mind. doesn't mean that this person isn't going to make an extra push for you. Show me the energy in the environment. 5 of Cups. So as we see, this person's upset. This person's surrounding. They're grieving this relationship and what went wrong. They're missing you. So this other person, I think they are regretful about things that were said and or done in the past, and that your perspective of this situation comes from a point of wisdom, not necessarily from any point of hate or malice. It's just that you know you're not a good fit, and I think this person knows that's how you feel, but that they could have, if they had acted different in the past, you would have a very different perception of them. Show me. Because it's ironic, as we see, how it is, how the cards are laid out. We have next to each other in the future position and in the energy surrounding. The 5 of Cups is facing the 2 of Wands, who has their back turned to them, and the 5 of Cups is grieving. So this is very much an indicator of the situation. This person here is looking to the future, looking towards their life and all the places that they know they are soon to go. Like, the world is bigger than it's been for them, and they do have a vision for their life that sees them go well beyond their current circumstances. With this person, I think they're very fixated on this individual to make them happy. But this person, I think they're already very comfortable within themselves, and they have no problem putting their past behind them. Interesting. Show me your hopes regarding the situation. So you hope that you can release this situation, all energetic blocks, any attachments. You're hoping that you can release without any problems, I feel. So you're in a position where you have new perspective, you have a fresh idea of the situation, and you have plans and goals that you would like to act on. You don't want any baggage, is what I see. So for those of you that may be feeling like giving the person a chance, maybe that's what it is. You don't want any baggage. For those of you where you're not there, you just want to release the relationship. Energetic ties are still binding you, and you would choose to be free of that. Show me your fears. Again, I don't see any malice. There's no hate here. It is just understanding. You two are not a good fit for each other. Your fears, third parties. This person may have kept you in a lot. Maybe it's even being friends with this person or being close with this person. You fear that this could lead you into an entanglement. Interesting. I think it is third parties you fear, where it relates to this individual. Show me the outcome of this. Okay, I didn't pull it, but they both dropped. So I will read them in the order they came out. So we have the Chariot and the 8 of Wands. So the outcome could be forward movement, development on this person, and you do get into alignment, ironically. You may not see it coming, but this person could come with a whole lot of energy and the energy of growth and development and expansion. And the thing is with this person, even with that Hierophant, these differences, it might just be that because their energy is very chaotic and it's scattered, they don't know how to focus their energy or where to focus it. And the thing is with you, you know what direction you're going. Again, with that 2 of Wands, your mind's focused on a direction, a specific plan of action. Maybe you are the one, which they didn't allow that in the past, which needs to lead and guide this situation. Now, let's say this is you, this is them. You initially are also the person that has to be guiding the direction of this relationship, which the Chariot itself would represent the relationship. This is both of you in alignment with the direction of the relationship, but you're the one that I think knows the correct course to success. The Chariot representing victory in relationship, representing, you see the shield here, you see the spinning top representing protection from the unseen. The spinning top is a ancient reference for the higher realms, that which cannot be seen. And the wings also representing the divine. So this is representing divine protection. Again, I didn't pull this, but it felt already. Show me the outcome. Let's see where this is going and if it resonates and correlates there. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. So I'll read that as some of you will and some of you won't be going more forward with this person. You have the Ace of Wands at the base. So there is somebody taking action. And this action with this Seven of Swords is for them to move away from a situation discreetly. And I think this person may also be trying to move towards you indirectly, which may be why you have to keep your King of Swords eye on the situation. So it's kind of like not be in it, but be aware of the situation, if you know what I'm saying. Don't get drawn into anything, but at the same time, know exactly what's around the corner. And I'm not saying that this person is wanting to tell you everything directly, but I strongly feel the desire is to keep you bound to them. But as I said, for some of you, I think this is a smaller few. The smaller few this relates to will probably be in the next reading I do. But I think for some of you, you will be getting into alignment with this person. They're going to shift from being one of your karmics to being one of your soulmates. For the majority of you, this person is going to be up to their old tricks. Show me a crystal card for advice for the situation. You don't want them and they don't want you to let them go. Tumblestones. Rainbow healing. So, you can see this. Tumblestones. Don't know if it's missing there. Rainbow healing. So it's not any specific stone. This is a collection that resonate with you. Keywords. Rainbow healing. Today marks the start of a new beginning. A new way of looking at life and the world around you. Be it in dreams or through beautiful rainbows. You are being infused with light and blessings. Relax. Surrender your concerns to the universal light of love and allow this wondrous healing to occur. You will soon find that others are attracted to you. Many will come and seek your help and advice, for you are a beacon of light unto all. In the near future, you will empower others with your love and wisdom as you help them see their own inner light and beauty. You are a natural-born healer who heals through the power of love. Lovely. That's why you have to be free of this situation. Because if it's not one that you're moving forward in, it's one that is keeping you stuck backwards or held backwards. So it's stifling and stagnating you. Stopping your healing. And you can't heal if you're still attached to the thing that caused you pain. Now, show me a love card for advice, because I do think you need it. I don't usually use these, but... True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Interesting. Interesting. So, for some of you, this is the person. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. For some of you, this is the person. For some, I'm going to keep it real. Maybe there's a bit more than I thought that you're going to be moving into alignment with this person. Maybe there's also a possibility that with this Seven of Swords, you and this individual will be sneaking off into the sunset discreetly. But I do feel like for a large majority, that's not what's taking place. But for some of you, I do think that's what's going to happen. The key issue here seems to be this Hierophant. It's the differences. If you can get an alignment enough to make a commitment, all good. You will have no problems. Let me moon card for advice to the situation. Their free will is very real. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So you are to be bold, be confident, have self-belief. Stand your ground where it relates to your ethics. But, as I said, don't force or restrict it. If it is to move forward and you see all the signs and it feels right, go ahead. But don't be irrational is what I will say. King of Swords is here for a reason. Use your logic. All the information you're presented with, use it to allow you to inform your decision. And with that Two of Wands, it is important you evaluate and make a plan and do not be stuck in a crossroads. Make a decision. Well, if that resonated, I hope you do. Like, share, subscribe, of course. If it didn't fit, don't force it. Which parts did, take them. And, well, until next time. Peace, love, and light.